sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I want to say a very big shout out to every one of you for all the support, all the love you all give me here. I am truly grateful. Thank you all so much. So today we're really talking something very important, because I already don't know how somebody made this video. And sometimes I am like, how can somebody be very dumb and proud? Because this is how I say it. I have a problem identifying this woman's race. I don't know if she is a white woman. I think she is Mexican American, because she kept talking about Hispanic and all that. So I am not sure. So if you are able to identify, her race, why not? Let me know, because I am just going to say she's Mexican American, right? And she started by saying that Black Americans owned slavery during that time. And she said that Black people want to talk about slavery when we experience a little bit of slavery. Like, how can we talk about slavery when we did not actually experience anything, right? And she went further to say that that Black people should suffer. Like, she was asking if Black people should suffer for the repercussions of slavery. I mean, I just don't know where to start from. But then, you know what? Let's quietly get into this video, and then we get into the stitches, because the most important part of this video are the stitches. And then we'll come back to talk about it. And I absolutely want to read your comments. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. And straight up, let me roll the clip.
Repercussions of slavery. I can go back generations. No slaves. Granted, when we first got here, yeah. But my family understood it's bad. Matter of fact, my family fought and died in the Civil War. Yeah, I know you're probably happy about that. But anyways, should we hold Black people, should you suffer the repercussions of slavery? Or did you forget that Black people in Africa actually sold other tribes, other Black people, to the white people and the Hispanic people? Yes, and the Hispanic people. Because the majority of slaves that were taken out of Africa actually went to South America, not to North America. So are you going to hold South America responsible for have them suffer the repercussions of slavery? Because they actually ended it long after we did, like I said in my other videos. I don't see that happening. I don't see you calling them out. What about the Native Americans? Because they owned slaves too. Some of them actually even wanted to fight on the side of the Confederacy to keep it going. I don't see you calling them out either. Should the Native Americans suffer the repercussions of slavery? Huh? What about Black people here in the United States that owned slaves? See, y'all want to romanticize it and think that they only owned them in order to free their family members. That's not entirely true. There were ones that actually wanted to fight on the side of the Confederacy also to keep slavery going. So should I hold you responsible for those, and should you suffer the repercussions of them enslaving Black people? Y'all want to talk about slavery, but you don't want to hear the truth about it. You only want to hear the parts you want. And that's not including all of the slavery that's happened all over the world. You want to talk about slavery, but you only want to talk about one version. One little version. And I don't mean little in a bad way. It was a horrible thing, and millions of people suffered. And I'm glad my family fought on the side that helped to free them. Because slavery is wrong, no matter who does it. Have a good day.
Madam, just shut up. Can you just shut up? Shut up and stop talking. I don't have a problem with people coming up to talk, but how do people, have you seen ignorant people that are very proud? This is just the example of ignorant, dumb, and proud. Shut should they hold black people for repercussions of slavery, and that black people experience it little? And then she deviated from saying that I don't say slavery is good because no matter who does it, shut the hell up. You know what? Let's get straight into the stitches and see what people are saying about this. So let's get into it.
The white people and the Hispanic people. Yes.
To be clear, enslaved Africans were sold to white people in North America and white people in Latin America. I feel like this creator is saying and Hispanic people because she wants us to imagine that enslaved Africans were sold to Latin Americans. But while the British were colonizing the United States, Spain and Portugal were colonizing Latin America. And of the 4 million enslaved Africans that went to South America, 3.5 million went to Brazil, which was colonized by the Portuguese, who are white and not even Hispanic. But while she's going on about the history of everybody who was involved in the transatlantic slave trade, she keeps saying the word repercussions, but seems to miss that the conversation is about repercussions. It is about the ongoing disparate treatment that black people receive in the United States to this day. And it doesn't matter how much history you use to deflect from that, the problem exists here today.
Hispanic people, because the majority of slaves that were taken out of Africa actually went to South America.
Always playing the blame game. We're not talking about slavery when it was in Africa, when tribes sold one another during war. We're not talking about Hispanic people. We're talking about America. Let's go from there. And it was not every white person owned slaves. Not even the majority of white people owned slaves. But it was enough supported by other white people that slavery held up for over 400 years. So the blame is where it belongs.
Should we hold black people, you? Should you suffer the repercussions of slavery?
Hi. You don't know me, but I'm going to be as respectful as possible with this. Black people, in every way, still suffer from the effects of slavery. The Willie Lynch letters, everything that's taking place in the black community right now, the fighting against each other, was psychological warfare that you can date back to enslavement. When they put light skin versus dark skin, when they put the house versus the field slave, when they had brother against brother, when they would make you fight to the death, or they would rape your family, or they would do even worse things than that. It was about mind control. If you control the mind, you can control the narrative. And generational mind control has had a very deep and lasting effect on the black community, and it was by design of a white supremacist structure. Education. We all know that the enslaved were denied education. They weren't allowed to read, write, math, none of that. Then when they finally got free, their education was so severely underfunded and is still so severely underfunded that they still lack in education thanks to white supremacy. Redlining, the Homestead Act, all the massacres, all the bombings that took place. Do you know how many successful, thriving black communities could be here today if white supremacists did not burn them down and bomb them? Do you know the effect that that could have on the black community when it comes to resources and success today? But that was all literally blown away. It's taken from them. Their communities are still highly over-policed. Modern day slave patrol. Black bodies are murdered every single fucking day in this country. And a perfect example, Tamir Rice. Tell me what he did wrong. Elijah McClain. Tell me what he did wrong. Why did he deserve to die? Ralph Yarl. What did he do wrong? Why did he deserve to be shot? And so many, 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 many more. Even in the entertainment industry, black entertainers get a percentage of what white entertainers get. And black female entertainers are even more underpaid. No, I'm not talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce, so why was the government's response to the Black Panthers and an elevation in the black community COINTELPRO? Why did they feel the need to flood the black community with crack and then create a war on drugs to therefore lock them up? Why is it that hundreds of thousands more white people get arrested every year, but far more black people are convicted? We live in a very racist society. You can deny it and justify it all you want. Your white privilege is what allows you to be comfortable in your white ignorance. Go live with me. Let's talk.
What about black people here in the United States that owned slaves?
Girl, bye. I have spent so much time trying to find a 5-second clip that I could start my stitch with, but I really want everybody to look at this video. Please go to this video and watch this entire video. I'm serious because I can't even edit the video the way I want to so that I can actually stitch it and it go back to her. So please click on it and view it. She did say, though, should we hold black people accountable and give them repercussions for slavery? And I'm speechless. And she wanted to make sure everybody knew that black people owned slaves, sold slaves, and so did the Hispanics. Oh, and Native Americans wanted to sell slaves too. And they also wanted to fight in the Civil War in order to be able to keep slaves. And she wanted to make sure that we all knew that the majority of slaves went to South America and not North America. As if that somehow absolves us from all the tragedy and the torture and the genocide and all the things that I could name that we're responsible for. This is typical white women behavior, and this is why black women never know who their true allies really are. And you look to be about my age, so you know better. You were around when discrimination and prejudice and racism was a lot worse than it is today. No other race in the history of this country, aside from Native Americans, have experienced what black people have experienced in this country and still continue to experience today. And your white privilege is showing. The fact that you can so easily deflect and not accept responsibility and say that your family also fought to free slaves, but then you have the nerve to sit up here in 2023 and talk about all the rest of the people. I bet you're one of those type of people that says, but I have black friends.
Of slavery. I can go back generations. No slaves.
Shh, just don't. Don't. That's all you gotta do. Don't. Delete this whole video. Whatever your feelings about slavery is, keep them to yourself. Do not put them over the internet, especially not for public consumption. Let it go. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If you keep trying to tap dance down this damn road, you're gonna have to explain what was your family doing during Jim Crow. See, I am tired of the default settings becoming Marty McFly. I have a DeLorean. I'm going to go back to slavery and I'm going to prove it wasn't as bad as we thought it would. Stop. Shh. You want to brag about the family members you lost in the Civil War. Okay, what did they do after? Not the ones that were lost, the ones that remained. What happened after? Mean to tell me none of them participated in Jim Crow? None of them? Didn't think about that, did you? So rather than having you running to a therapist because, oh my God, I found out that my great-grandfather was a racist, let it go. Just let this one go. Let this one go. Accept that chattel slavery happened. Accept that America has never really gotten over it. And just accept it. Just accept it. Because y'all don't want to go down this road, yet y'all keep trying to drive down the motherfucker. Just let it go. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't. Because you're going to fuck around and do an Ancestry.com and find out that all those people that you loved in your fucking lineage wasn't all great. Some of them was participating in the coup d'etat in Wilmington, North Carolina. Oops. Well, a couple of them actually did some lynching. Oops. Now you're going to feel bad. So do us a favor. Don't open that door. Matter of fact, stay away from that house. That house in the neighborhood that says Chattel slavery, Jim Crow, stay away from it. Don't go there for Halloween. Don't go do no Christmas carols in front of it. Leave it alone. Shh. This is not a road you default settings want to go through. And you fucking high school dropout history professors, y'all gotta stop. Because it's gonna make you look ugly if we continue to go down this road. So do yourself and us a favor. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
You know, excuse me. You know, I am really worried because this woman is a mother and I don't know what she is even teaching her kids, because I feel like, you know, her kids are gonna grow up being another Ray and Sis, and because like you all can see, like, you know, how she was talking and all that. How do we tell her? Where do I even start? Like, what do I have to say that the people that staged this video have not said? Are we talking about the town underwater, like everything Black people built that they destroyed and still destroying to this very moment? Each time Black people wake up, each time they see that, oh, they have built another community and they are thriving and all that, they come back and, like, you know, destroy it. Am I going to talk about the drug CIA planted in Black community? Which one am I going to talk and forget about? And still to this very moment, the effects from the slavery is still on Black people. It's not even, I'm not sure if it's going away anytime soon. And somebody got the nerves to come here to Pe0ple. This is where I am going to draw the curtain. Thank you all so much for all the support. See you all in my next video. Bye for now. And I absolutely want to read your comments. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. Bye for now.